free legendaries, unlimited conversion, 150% work speed, and unlimited colonists. I'm the Grim Cleaper, and I'll be showing you some game-breaking exploits from Rimworld's most recent DLC, with the help of none other than Daddy Bezos. Rimazon 2 is run as a truly collectivist, flesh purity, cannibalistic human primacy, where they really prize the person. The company has, of course, its custom rules, but more importantly, its rituals, such as Labor Day, where we get to work our employees twice as hard. I mean, it's literally in the name. And maybe we'll even find some of our venerated relics. And naturally, Jeff Bezos, a devout American patriot, loves the turkey. And already, Jeff's character is off to a good start. Now naturally, Jeff hauling all of this wood himself would be a bit of a crime. So let's see if we can call in some reinforcements. 6 hours into the game, and we've already recruited a second employee. And right away, I can tell she's gonna be our head of marketing. But the best part is of this, we can just keep doing this over and over again, and it only has a 20-day cooldown. And this one was terrible. Thanks for nothing, sissy. And after doing a couple more, we were able to attract yet another employee, our good friend, Source. Really, Jeff? We've been here for like a day. Jeff is really not off to a good start, is he? Now, of course, Jeff can't live in those squalor conditions forever, so let's get him up a little bit of a house. Oh shit, we got a transport pod. Or as I like to say, Meals on Wheels. Apparently, the talking food wants to join our colony, which is not terrible. Now, Sissy here can be our marketing chief, while Jeff Bezos is, of course, the CEO. Now, there is a little bit of something that we can do here. So normally, we could just click and convert, and that'll reduce Gary's faith in his religion. But we are, of course, Satan. So, by holding shift and actually just spam clicking on Gary, it allows us to immediately convert him. And look at that. Now he is an Amazonian. In the meantime, we can actually just do all of these Sky Lantern festivals again. Now you might be thinking, but what do you mean? The expected quality is so low. And guess what? We don't care. As long as it's beautiful or unforgettable and has a decent chance, then we have a chance of getting colonists. So we can just mash these things out over and over again to get lots and lots of people. Fantastic. And all we needed was one singular beautiful one to offset all of the mood debuffs and get a new wanderer. These Sky Lantern festivals are so broken because they basically only require about 10 wood to do, and then they almost always give you another colonist. By taking 6 of them, the game is really not prepared. Now, something you might be thinking is that, what was that whole thing you were doing with converting people? But guess what? It gets even worse. You see, we have this ability called Work Drive, and it allows Mr. Bezos here to force someone to work a little bit harder. But, surprise, surprise, if we commune with the devil and just hold shift, we can actually mash this on everyone. The end result is that all of our colonists work 50% faster for the next 9 days. I'm not exactly sure how this hasn't been fixed yet, considering how broken it is, but I'm certainly not complaining. If you thought that was busted, and it's a glitch, this role right here, the production specialist, is the most broken thing in the entire game. And I mean that 100%. The key is that it ups the quality of your construction or crafting projects by 1. Effectively meaning that if you can get your person to craft a couple of things, at some point, they will only make masterwork and legendary items, all while being paid minimum wage. And what makes this even better is that we can actually assign a second one. And after another Bezos worship day, it looks like a tournament fighter named Sail. Oh yes, we're gonna be making plenty of those. Because we could just keep doing Sky Lantern rituals over and over and getting more people, we're in a weird scenario where, in Rimworld, normally your colonists are pretty valuable. For us, they're dirt cheap. And already our production specialist has made a masterwork bed, despite having only been building for about 16 seconds. And yes, this is an intended game mechanic. Of course, we are going to requisition that for quality assurance purposes. We've only been here for about 19 days, and already we have 9 people from 1. So I am a little worried about raids if their size is really big. No, it's just one guy. Man, I almost feel bad for this raider. Almost. And best of all, we are, of course, cannibals. Oh crap, another raid, and how bad is this one? Looks like they've sent 4 people at us this time. Unfortunately for them, they still don't have enough to overwhelm our Soviet-era techniques. Plus, we've even gotten a very, very nifty prisoner. and immediately their will has been broken. Oh my god, there was a heat wave, and it's 95 degrees Celsius in Lou's room. Oh my god. Okay, well, it looks like she may or may not have died from heat stroke, but officially, she rolled off the bed, down some stairs, and died. The point is, you can't prove it in court. You know, I just realized why it is this room is so hot. It's because it's inside of a steam geyser. Maybe I should have thought about that. We are going to need to start making some art to improve the beauty of all of our rooms. Make shape of eating. Not like our employees will be doing much of that anyway. So it looks like slowly our employees are taking a little bit of damage, just some minor hits. Some masterwork plate armor. Oh, baby. There's only one person that's allowed to wear that. So these travelers are asking for 10 medicine to repair their destroyed town. Oh no, that's horrible. Where exactly is this defenseless and vulnerable town again? Lim has given up on the community. Well, Lim, I'm afraid that's not really an option. Lim has had a change of cards coming back to the colony. Gee, I wonder what made you think about that? So we have about 8 infections spread between all of our colonists, which is not the best. But we did just get 10 unpaid interns, so we're gonna be okay. So, we've enslaved our first person here, besides the last one who died mysteriously. Now, as Amazon, our company values the employee, so much so that we don't care if they voluntarily agree to work for us. But what's interesting about this precept is that it gives a +1 mood buff for each slave in the colony. But that +1 mood buff never stops stacking. If that's not begging to be broken, I don't know what is. As it turns out, it's a little difficult to revolt when you have no legs. So by removing his left leg, he'll be left with no legs. That means he can't stand, he can't do anything. But what he can do is give our colonists a mood buff. You might also be wondering why I turned this entire area into one for prisoners. And I think you're gonna get the idea pretty quickly. Oh my gosh, just to give you an idea of how absolutely ridiculous our mood buffs are, look at this person. 23 mood, 12, 11. This person cannot get sad. All of our colonists have perfect mood because we keep mashing out half-baked festivals where they just chuck wood in the air, and guess what? They love it. Now, of course, Jeff could walk around and force everybody to work twice as hard, which is pretty nice. 8 manhunting snow hares, huh? I don't know how good of a time they're gonna have, considering we somehow outnumber them. Oh shit, and a raid. At this point, we're just friendly firing into each other because it doesn't even matter. We have so many people. Some of these refugees are really, really good, and so we kind of want them to join us permanently. So if you're curious as to why we're downing them in here as opposed to doing anything else, it's because if we try to capture one, they'll all rebel. If all of them are downed, then we won't have to actually fight them in order to capture all of them. Never have I been so happy to see people get heat stroke, except that time I was in California. So because they're all down, we can just waltz in there and yeet them into our prison cell. Oh no, they're fleeing. Really? I don't think they are. So now that we've captured all of them, we have to go about really quickly enslaving them. All right, Jeff, get in there and do what you do best. Jeff ordered Dickerson to prepare for a life of forced labor, accepted and joined Jeff's community. Wow, Jeff, you really, Mr. Bezos really knows how to get him working. Oh shit, we accidentally destroyed his stomach. How did you manage that? And we've enslaved all of the remaining people. Holy crap. And our mood buff is now up to a +9. Just a constant 9 mood buff. Because Rosie has the best medical skill, she's gonna be doing all the operations on her own friends. Oh my god. A legendary steel simple helmet. How much is that worth? It's worth $440, and that cost us like 20 steel. Our crafting is starting to get a little out of control. You know, something I didn't really account for was the fact that we're getting a -30 mood buff for installed prosthetic. You know, that could be bad. And boom, we've already got 3 people down. None of them have legs, which works to our benefit. Slave rebellion likely. You know, I'm sure it'll be fine. Oh shoot, okay, that's actually a pretty big raid. Fight! Fight for your god! Oh shit, we actually lost someone. Was he valuable? No, not really. Never mind. Boo. I'll be continuing Jeff's adventure on my Twitch. Also, for those of you who know this video of mine, I'll be streaming a part 2 on Twitch where my dad will be making his own Rimworld ideology, which will be this Saturday at 11 o'clock a.m. EST. So tune into my Twitch then if you want to be a part of the creation of that. Thanks for watching. See you.